What's going on, guys? It's Stardust here, and today we are coming back with another episode of Pokemon Trainer Tips. And I know we haven't done this in a while, so if you guys are excited, go ahead and leave a like down below so I can try my best to keep these posted more often, and I'll go ahead and find some interesting stuff for you guys. But I wanted to make this a really quick guide because I know there are a few newcomers to the channel and newcomers to Pokemon in general. And I received like one or two, maybe even three comments suggesting what is the difference between EVs or IVs, or how does EVs work and all that crazy stuff. So I wanted to make a quick tutorial for you guys who want to get more into the competitive scene, or if you're just doing that competitive fun thing where you have a choice spec Charizard. I mean, why not? So we are going to begin, and the first thing you got to know is that we're going to be talking about EVs this episode. I'll talk about IVs in a future video if you guys want me to, but we're going to talk about EVs. And what EVs are is essentially, it's shortened for effort value, and it's what makes your Pokemon stronger. It basically enhances whatever stats you want to increase into. Now, when you're playing the Pokemon game, like in the story, that you don't really care, you're just beating up random Pokemon all the time, and you're moving on along in the gym, the story and all that stuff, your EV spreads are balanced out, so you have a HP, attack, all that, all your stats are balanced out. However, when you're going into the competitive scene, you want to be sure that all your effort values, or EVs in this case, is pointed to the direction that you need it. If you're running Rotom, you want to maximize your HP as high as you can, and you have to train your effort values all directly into HP. And that's what EV training is, essentially. Now, I got a phone call. That is all what EV training is essentially. You're focusing on what stats you want to increase. Now, how do you do that per se? Well, there are a couple ways. One introduced in Gen 6, you notice in X and Y primarily, they included this super training guide. And what's essentially is you have all these bags and stuff like that that say, oh, these will increase your speed, your special attack, all that crazy stuff. And it will increase your effort values, or your EVs, my bad, EVs in towards that direction. However, this does take a while, and I used to run this one because I don't have all the necessary tools for the second method, but it's not the fastest. It's effective if you want to get like precise and stuff like that, but it's not effective if you want to be like, oh, I need all HP, all defense, or all speed and all special attack, stuff like that. It's not the fastest thing in the world, and if you want to do that things with that. And also the some Pokemon have a very bad way of training in this case, because in super training you're hitting goals with soccer balls, and some Pokemon have different ways of hitting the goals or throwing the soccer ball, stuff like that. I won't get into too much detail on that, but essentially it just makes sometimes it makes the training a little bit harder and all that stuff, and it just takes that much longer. Now, there is another way, and honestly, I feel like this way is a whole lot better. Is essentially you are basically EV training through horde battling, which is also introduced in Gen 6. And basically all you do, let's say for example, you want to use this Kyogre, and you want it to be the fastest, most strongest special attacker that you wanted out there. But how do you do that? Well, first thing I gotta let you know is you gotta ask yourself, does the Pokemon have ORAS? And many of you probably already know what it is, and if you don't, I'll go ahead and explain to you right quick. Right next to the Pokemon there is a symbol called ORAS, and this is under this signal says that it has the ORAS virus and it's still contagious. Now, if your Pokemon had ORAS and now it's no longer up here, but you have a weird symbol along the left, like a little purple face, it means it still has ORAS. However, it can no longer spread to your team. So if you want to keep that ORAS contagious to where it can pass onto your other Pokemon, so you can EV train better, put the Pokemon with the contagious ORAS virus in the PC before midnight, I believe it was. put it in the PC before midnight, before you turn off the game. And it'll keep the Pokerus contagious, and it'll pass it on to your Pokemon. The only way to pass it is through your team, so it cannot spread through your PC boxes. And that's pretty much it as far as Pokerus. Now, what Pokerus does exactly is that it doubles your effort value. So whatever Pokemon you face, let's say you face a Zigzagoon, which gives off, I believe it was 1 EV in speed. And with Pokerus, it doubles it, so automatically you get 2. That's how Pokerus pretty much works, is that it doubles all the effort values that you get from a random Pokemon. Now, let's say, for example, what if that's too little? You kind of in a hurry, you want to level up even faster. There is another item that you can use called the Macho Brace, and you can get this in just north of Mauville. I'll show you guys exactly where to get it. But this also doubles your effort values as well. So you don't. So essentially, every Pokemon you defeat with Macho Brace and Pokerus will be a ×4. So if you face a Zigzagoon, you automatically get one full stat in speed. Now, if you face 5 Zigzagoons in a horde battle, automatically they become 20. So, and another thing you gotta watch out for, before I forget, with the new EXP share, your entire team will be getting EXP, and whoever in your team gets EXP gets that spread in speed. So if you don't want any investment in speed in any of your team, make sure that it's not either 1, not in your team, or 2, the EXP share is turned off, and the Pokemon that you want to train is either up front or participates in the battle to get the EXP. Now, let's see, for example, let's say, like, for example, you want to train this Kyogre in special attack and speed, like we mentioned earlier. Well, once it has the Pokerus and the Macho Brace holding, the second thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have either the Pokemon you're training or someone in your team has a multi-hitting move for those horde battles. In this case, I have a Sharpedo with Surf, and this will hit the entire hordes and every Pokemon in the horde battle, and it will guarantee you knock it out in 1 hit. That will be the quickest way to get 20 points towards your EV spread. Now, how exactly are you going to find a horde battle? Because it's still pretty difficult to find a horde battle. It's only like 1 in 5 chance. I don't know the statistic, but it's not often that you find a horde battle. Well, that's when you have a second helper called Gloom, or just any Pokemon with Sweet Scent. Use Sweet Scent in the middle of a patch of grass, and a horde battle will pop up automatically. That's a free 20. So that's how you get free 20 EVs invested into your Pokemon. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you which horde battles give out what EVs and what spread. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop onto my lattice, and we're gonna go in order and as far as the stats go. So first off, we're gonna go and find HP. Now, the best location, and the only location off the top of my head as of right now, is right here in Verdanturf town. Now, there's no Pokemon here exactly. What you want to go to is the Rusdorf Tunnel, I believe it was. Rusdorf Tunnel. Something like that. Right here. The Rusdorf Tunnel. And right here, you go ahead and activate your Sweet Scent Pokemon, and the only Pokemon that will show up are Whismers. And Whismers give off 1 EV and HP. This is how you will train up your bulkier Pokemon, and it will maximize all the way up to HP after a few times defeating them. The next one... Why am I moving my DS? The next one we're going to be going to is into Attack. Now, there's no other locations that I know for sure that have a horde battle for Attack other than this one. But this one is still freaking reliable. You go to Mount Pyre, and you go straight into the graveyard part. Not outside on the top of the mountain, but just inside where the cemeteries are. You activate your sweet scent here, and a bunch of, what was the name of it? Shuppets show up. Shuppets give off one EV in attack. So with a horde battle, you'll be getting 20 in attack every time you face them. Just keep on going up until you hit maximum or until you hit what you need. The next one, we'll be going to Route 111. And this route will be giving off defense as the EV spread. If we go ahead and land here real quick. What Pokemon you're going to be looking for here in Route 111 is in the Sandstorm area. And you're going to be battling Sandshrew. Now, this, in my opinion, is the most hardest and most nerve-wracking area to train here. Because the Pokemon that give out defense in this area is Sandshrew. And they have the I believe the ability was Sandveil or something like that, which increases their evasiveness in a sandstorm. So it hits like Swift or anything like that are going to hit for sure, but anything else, you're going to have a hard time. It'll occasionally, like 1, 2, maybe even 4 Pokemon avoid the attack, and you only kill 1. But this is, this in my opinion, is the most nerve-wracking area that increases defense. The next one we're going to be going off to is Special Attack. Now, this one is pretty easy. All you got to do is go right next to Fortree City and the route on to the left, I believe, if I could find the route. This is Fortree 119, it looks like. Go ahead and go to Route 119. Go into any patch of grass. Use crap, I forgot the name. Sweet Scent. The name is Sweet Scent. Into any patch of grass that you can find here on 119. A horde of Oddish will give out EVs and special attack. That's how you'll increase special attack for your Pokemon here. And again, they only give out, like every horde encounter gives off 1 per Pokemon. So essentially you're going to be getting 20 each horde battle. And Oddish isn't too bad. There's nothing really annoying on it. So that one's for special attack. Now for special defense, you're going to be flying all the way close to Meteor Falls, right here on Route 114. Here's a little bit different. You can use Sweet Scent on the grass area here on 114, and a horde of Swablu will appear. Those would give out special defense, and that's the normal thing about it. However, occasionally, Lotad show up as long as the horde battle. Everything is alright, because Lotad also gives out special defense investment as well. So you can just go ahead and Earthquake or, not Earthquake, Surf or Swift or whatever you might like on Route 114. And those will give out special defense. Now the last one is going to be an investment in speed. And the best one I could say is here in Route 104. Either north of Petalburg or south of Petalburg. Either way, it will be absolutely fine. There are 3 Pokemon that give off investment in speed. Tailo, Zigzagoon, and I believe it was Wingull, if I remember correctly. Those give off and those also give off investment in speed. Each one is 1. So if you say 4 of them was Zigzagoon and another one was Tailo, those will all give you investment in speed. And that's basically all the locations and the horde battles that give off EXP. Or not EXP, but EVs into that location. And those are honestly the best ways to train your Pokemon as far as EVs go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick where you can get this Macho Brace real quick. That doubles your EV spread. And honestly, it's like right by 111. Or it is Route 11, my bad. But you go ahead and battle this family, I believe, what was it? Windstrike's family? Windstrikes, okay, there you go. You face this family, you just defeat all of them. It's relatively easy. I believe you can beat them early in the story. It's like around 20, 25 maybe. of their Pokemon. But once you beat them, they'll give you the Matcha Brace and double your EXP or double your EV spread once you attach it to a Pokemon. Now, how exactly do you get the Pokerus virus? Well, this one is a little bit random. This is like encountering a shiny Pokemon. The chances have been reduced ever since 5th gen. Though I don't remember off the top of my head what was the exact fraction of, or whatever the chance of you finding the Pokerus virus is. But you usually encounter him during the wild. You just open up your team and boom, one of your Pokemon has Pokerus. That's pretty much the only way you can get it by yourself. If you want to get it through your help of Pokemon, there are tons of communities outside, like forums and Smogon, Bulbapedia, on Facebook even. Tons of pages that have trainers out there. Or even Wonder Trade. You can just Wonder Trade your Pokemon out, and eventually you might get a Pokemon with Pokerus, and you'll be able to spread it out through your team. Now, that's pretty much all I have to mention as far as EV training. I don't think there was anything else I have to mention. There's spreads in attack, how you get them, Pokerus, Matcha Race, all that crazy stuff. Now, as I mentioned in my 100 subscriber video a while back, I'll post a comment down below as well, or put it the link in the description. But I mentioned that you can even EV train your level 100 Pokemon. Now, let's say for example, you have a level 100 Rayquaza and you want to definitely use it for Mega Rayquaza, and you want to train it in attack and speed and all that stuff. And one, it's level 100. Two, it already has EV spreads. How do you get rid of those EV spreads that you have accumulated over the years? Well, there are two ways, to be honest. In the super training, eventually, every once in a while, when you pop into your Pokemon, they usually find some bags. It could be like small, special attack bags, medium, sometimes large. But occasionally, they pop up these white bags called reset bags. These eliminate all your EV spreads that you have accumulated on your Pokemon. So if you spend 252 HP, 252 defense, and you say, wait, I don't need a tanky, I need it as a sweeper, 252 speed, 252 special attack, you can use these reset bags and it completely resets all your EV spreads so you can have a fresh start and retrain your Pokemon. Now, for a level 100 Pokemon, since it cannot get any more EXP because it's already reached its limit, you could still EV train your Pokemon. I don't know exactly how it works, but essentially all you have to do is just train it, and it automatically applies the EV changes that you have already done to it. The second way to get rid of EV spreads, before I forget, is in the video I will post in the description below, because it has something to do with berries and that you can mutate in X and Y. If there's a juice shop somewhere in Lumia City, if you mix a certain two, they'll give you a special type of juice, which is essentially a reset bag. So you could just grow these plants on in the berry fields in X and Y. You just grow them and keep growing them, and then you have a whole bunch of reset bags right there in your pocket. And I'll go ahead and put a description down below as well, so you guys can check it out. But that is pretty much it for this video, except for one more thing. One really quick note that I want to finish up. By the end of, well, not by the end, but as soon as I get 200 subscribers, I might just do a giveaway for you guys. Keyword might. Now, I'm not telling you what Pokemon it will be, but I am going to be giving away a certain Pokemon, and I will be sure to include Pokerus for any of you new guys that are wondering about it. If you guys totally want Pokerus, I'll be sure to hand you a Pokemon with Pokerus. The key, I don't know exactly how the contest will work as far as handing them out, but I'll be sure to have plenty of Pokemon to hand out for all the subscribers. But it has to hit 200, so if you can, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can get those Pokemon bred as fast as we can, and we can spread out the Pokerus throughout the world and all that crazy stuff. So if you guys found this EV tutorial very helpful, or if you need more questions about it or anything about that, go ahead and leave a comment down below. and tell me what's going on, what you might need other questions about, or any help on that sort of stuff. I'll be sure to either leave a comment below, or if it's a whole bunch of people and it's a bunch of questions all at once, I'll be able to make another video for you guys. And next trainer tips will be about IVs, and I can't wait to do that, to be honest. So have yourselves a good day. If you did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like down below, and I will see you guys later, Star Clan.